Forgiveness isn't always easy. It can feel unfair. Releasing someone who never acknowledged what they did can feel like letting them walk free, while you're left picking up the broken pieces. Maybe it was a parent who should have protected you but didn't. A friend who betrayed your trust. A partner who apologized but never really changed. You tell yourself to let it go, but something keeps you bound. A word, a memory, a name, and suddenly you're angry all over again, wondering why it still hurts. We don't always talk about how forgiveness can feel like injustice. When there's no ownership or apology, it can feel like weakness, like giving away power to someone who's already taken too much. So we hold on. We think we're protecting ourselves. We carry the weight of what they did, and it drains us quietly every day because we are convinced that letting go means they win. But the truth is, the longer we hold on, the more it eats at us. We become guarded, defensive, distrustful, seeing harm where none exists. We're no longer as open and trusting as we used to be, and we second-guess everyone that shows up for us. We shut them out, not seeing that the door doesn't just keep others out. It keeps us isolated and alone. It steals the joy of connection and the gift of safe people. It's easy to think forgiveness means minimizing what they did, but it doesn't. Forgiveness is a decision, sometimes daily, to stop dragging the weight of what they did into every room you enter. It's choosing to let go because you're tired of carrying it, because what they did has already cost you enough. Forgiveness is a strength. It's a quiet superpower that says, you don't get to have the final word on who I become. You don't get to define my joy, my peace, or my future. Forgiveness stops the pain from multiplying. It keeps us from passing on to others what happened to us. It's not a magic switch. It's worked out in the ordinary moment. It's something you have to commit to again and again. We release because we want to have peace and freedom more than we want to stay angry. Forgiveness is beautiful, but in the wrong hands, it can be abused. You see, some of us were not taught forgiveness as healing. It was used to keep us silent, a way to keep the peace, to keep the family together, and to keep the church pristine. Silencing the victim so the offender goes free. We were told, just let it go. Don't make a scene. Be the bigger person. Forgiveness became a tool to avoid accountability, especially where there were power imbalances. Parents to child, leader to follower, husband to wife. When we try to name the harm, we're told that we're bitter, that we haven't truly forgiven. We're told that reconciliation proves forgiveness, as if forgiving means staying connected, going back, or having no boundaries. But hear this, there can be no healthy reconciliation without repentance. Forgiveness is a decision between you and God, a commitment to let go for your own freedom. But reconciliation is a process between people. It needs honesty. It needs safety, a commitment to change behavior. True repentance is more than words. It's a turning, a shift in posture, a change in behavior and attitude. It's taking responsibility without deflection, owning the harm that you have caused without trying to rush someone else's healing. Repentance sounds like, I was wrong. I see how I hurt you. I won't make excuses. Then it shows up in consistent, humble action. Repentance doesn't rush the process. It doesn't demand immediate restoration. It creates room for connection to grow again, if it can, because sometimes it won't. Sometimes repentance is real, but the damage runs too deep. Reconciliation may not be possible, but repentance is still necessary. Now, if you never got the apology, if you never saw the change, and you were told to stay in a relationship with someone who would not take responsibility, hear me. You are not hard-hearted for setting boundaries. You're not bitter for choosing distance where safety doesn't exist. You are allowed to forgive without going back to what hurt you. You're allowed to love from afar, to release what happened, and still honor your need for peace and protection. You're not the problem for wanting healing and honesty. And you can forgive and still walk away.